from the home instructors. But this process was really hard to scale up due to just the need for us to be split across research and teaching and all the things that we have to do. And so more recently, we've partnered, the LBRN has established a partnership with Pine Biotech, and they've developed a library of courses that, much like the lecture series, the students can take at their own pace. And this is going to address parts of the critical need for education in this field. And initially, we established this in summer of 2018, and we got 25 educational licenses that we purchased through the LBRN for use by the LBRN PUI campuses. And then additional licenses were supported through the CCT. And all of our attendees worked through hands-on educational material that was provided at Pine Biotech through their EDU TBioInfo course portal. And this was genomics, metagenomics, and several transcriptomics courses. And all of our students were then encouraged to present project posters at the LBRN annual meeting, which many of them did. And because of the pilot's success, it's been since expanded into a partnership. And I'm going to hand things over right now to Elia Brodsky, because he really is better to give you an overview of both the educational offerings that Pine Biotech has through this partnership, in addition to some of the bioinformatics pipelines that they can support.
Thank you. So I wanted to thank you, Chris, for the introduction. And I wanted to kind of take the time to briefly introduce a few resources that our team has developed to support training and research in bioinformatics, as well as now data science for both students and faculty to leverage in their biomedical research, or learn about the publicly available data sets and become proficient in analytical methods to process, analyze, and interpret these effectively. So the OmicsLogic resources are designed around key omics data types, as Chris mentioned, with big data cloud-based data analysis tools, coding exercises in R and Python, as well as project-based tutorials that combine biological or biomedical topics with data analytics, statistical analysis principles, and curated data sets in a variety of applications. And so what our company really does is provides an opportunity for recent graduates and students to leverage their skills in bioinformatics and computational biology to train and mentor others, with a growing community of over 7,000 students worldwide, and now a growing community in Louisiana, which we're very excited about. And so the academic oversight for work is ensured by a close collaboration with the Tower Bioinformatics Research Center, which is at University of Haifa in Israel, and is directed by Dr. Alfred Tauber and Dr. Elia Brodsky. So the center recently signed a memorandum of understanding with the Louisiana State University to collaborate on research projects, expand these training programs, and establish faculty and student exchange programs. So hopefully this will be possible after the pandemic, but also due to the increased online opportunities that have been highlighted due to these unfortunate events, as we can see here in this virtual conference, hopefully virtual use of these resources will be enhanced. So let me introduce the specific solutions that we have been focused on for the past several years. Recently, as was mentioned by Chris, LBRN has started offering a number of research licenses to the TBioInfo platform, which provides a simple and intuitive user interface for processing, analysis, and machine learning methods for integration of multi-omics data. And to support the growing number of users, we're now offering processing the data on our shared server infrastructure, as well as on Google Cloud. So now you can run pipelines on our servers, or you can send them to Google Cloud directly. And so we're now developing pipelines that support the analysis of omics data generated by the current pandemic, such as the virology-specific tools for genomic data generated by throughout this pandemic. And that includes evolutionary studies, host pathogen interaction, and intra-host variation studies. Importantly, we're now focused on developing user-friendly tools for annotation and visualization of results as well. And we hope that this will help link significant signatures found in genomic data with biologically relevant visualization and reporting capabilities. And so we hope that these tools will help streamline the analysis and reporting on important genomic signatures that will make the analysis results clear to both as well as biologists using these analytical pipelines. We're also in final stages of completion for validation of specific areas of analysis that combine tools for cancer research, aging, and virology, as well as a collection of tools for multi-omics integration, which has been a topic that has been discussed widely in scientific literature. So these are available through the LBRN licenses that could be requested from the LBRN. We also realized that many users lack some basic bioinformatics terminology and necessary concepts to perform reproducible analysis. So in 2020, we launched a number of data science training tutorials combining our 6 omics-specific course collections with this new resources developed to help understand the code behind many of the algorithms, offering training in statistical analysis, machine learning, experimental design, data mining, and systems biology. So these include basic as well as more advanced tutorials with browser-based R and Python exercises, where users can learn about scripting, some popular visualization and data analysis packages for data science, and learn how to apply those to a variety of different data types. So, and as a result, we started developing a series of data science specific course collections that also break down the analytical and different machine learning methods into very short tutorials for asynchronous use. And so we hope to increase using these resources, the capacity for data mining and machine learning methods so that those could be used effectively to analyze big data sets and do predictive analysis. And together with LBRN, we're going to start offering these courses as program resources. They will be offered eventually with LBRN certification. And we're now working with a number of faculty throughout the LBRN campuses to help integrate these asynchronous courses into curricula offered throughout the different PUIs. To kind of briefly share with you how we have used these materials over the past year and what are some of the ways that the LBRN community can gain access to these resources and materials. So as a part of our collaboration with LBRN, we have this online complete asynchronous course that can be accessed by students throughout the year at any time, starting with an introduction to bioinformatics and learning about the logic of data analysis in application to various omics data types. So this is available, and I think we recently made an announcement about that. So we will soon announce how people can actually start that process. These basic materials are offered as an introduction to bioinformatics module, which can be accessible to life science students without any previous experience in bioinformatics. The module covers the basics of genomics in biomedical applications. And we recently started the process of offering this course as an undergraduate course through the Department of Biological Sciences at LSU. And it can also be made available for other campuses that might want to use it as a gentle introduction to bioinformatics. The coursework itself was developed internally primarily, but also other contributors included faculty, such as this course on biomedical data analysis developed by Dr. Himanshu Raje, who graduated from LSU and is now a professor at Nicholls State University. In his course, he offers an example of pharmacogenomics testing using Python and gives a basic idea of what other types of various biological data might require people to be familiar with bioinformatics terminology. So based on the coursework that was already presented by Chris, we also developed a course on metagenomics to kind of break it down into smaller pieces of information that could be digested more easily. And so these courses offer a variety of processing tools that we've implemented into the same user-friendly interface. And that includes whole genome mapping onto the database, Kind2 and data amplicon pipelines with both a user-friendly and also the coding aspects of visualization of that data. So here you can see some of the examples of the tutorials, including the famous phyloseq package that is often used. We also have now a graduate course that we offer jointly with the Division of Biotechnology and Molecular Medicine at Louisiana State University. It was led and organized by Dr. Gus Kasoulis, Dr. Ramesh Subramanian, and the support of Dr. Farhana Musarat, who is a postdoc at Dr. Kasoulis's lab. And as a result of that experience, we also formed a graduate program on bioinformatics for infectious diseases, where we use curated data sets from a number of different epidemic outbreaks to illustrate analysis methods relevant for infectious disease monitoring and biomedical research. Using these resources, we were able to offer training to over 200 students in the past year alone throughout Louisiana. And so we collected anonymous and specific feedback from students and faculty to help guide future development of these resources. We learned that the materials resonated well with the users and addressed a pressing need among the student as well as faculty. We also learned that the platform developed a unique opportunity for many to use big data analysis tools for the first time, which otherwise they would not have an opportunity to use. And many users reported a measurable increase in their understanding of technical bioinformatics terminology and understanding of how to practically apply such methods to different types of data sets and challenges. And we were also excited to see many undergraduate as well as graduate students provide feedback for the asynchronous training materials, the analytical pipelines that they've used, and participation in webinars that was offered in collaboration with LBRN. And I think that this is especially relevant because we do have such a diverse population of students that have very different backgrounds and very different levels of exposure to research using bioinformatics and data science. And this includes both undergraduate students and graduate students throughout the LBRN, primarily undergraduate institutions, as well as faculty that were able to learn about different aspects of bioinformatics and even use some of those tools in their own research. So that's all I had for today. Thank you for inviting me to share this.
All right. Thanks, Elia. If there are any questions for either Chris or Elia, now's a good time. The floor is open for questions if you have any in there. Otherwise, we'll transition to Dr. Lee from there.
Yeah, the only comment I would make, Ramesh, is that all new funded projects will go through review by both cores and for biostatistician before they are awarded. And there would be a session where we're going to be reviewing whether the appropriate tools have been used or what else can be done to help them move forward as we move forward. And of course, the same issue would be with new applications coming in. They will be reviewed by both cores and especially on the statistical side to make sure that ahead of the game we have in there. I think all of these things will be available information on the LBRN website. And I think we will be launching a lot of these. Ultimately, would like to create a curricula in the PUI campuses that use those tools. But we'll move forward with LBRN certification and hoping to have PUIs adopt certain of this material, as Chris mentioned, in their own curricula as we move forward. So in the interest of time, I think we can proceed. Thank you.